There's more than one way to lose weight, but the tips that we talk about here will help you choose what's right for you and will actually last. Welcome to episode 143, From Nurse to Life Coach, Simplifying Weight Loss for Women. I was invited to join Chris Winfield and Jen Gottlieb on their Instagram Live last September. It was an honor and fun experience because they're amazing super connectors. I had no idea what questions they were going to ask me. My palms were sweaty. It was completely unscripted, but the conversation flowed naturally enough that I'm like, I want to share this with you. So let's get started.
Today we wanted to come on live. Every once in a while we get to highlight and showcase some of our amazing mastermind members and introduce you to them and showcase a little bit about their business and who they are and what they do. And today we have a very, very special guest, Miss Clarenda. Do you want to talk about Clarenda at all?
Yeah, you just want to stay on. Like, she has such great energy and so, I don't know, she's just very full of life. That's what I think of with her.
Oh my gosh. We were just with her at our mastermind day and we've been so excited all day to be able to bring her on and talk to her here on Instagram Live and introduce her to you all. So without further ado.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you all?
We're good. How are you?
Good. It just seems like yesterday, not Monday.
I know. It really does.
It really does. It feels like we saw you 2 days ago, like a second ago, but I'm so grateful that you're here. We are so excited to introduce you to the community here, Clarenda, because the work that you're doing is so amazing and so important. And so I'd love for you to introduce yourself to everyone. Tell everyone a little bit about what you do and how you serve the world.
Okay. So I'm Clarenda Price, and I'm grateful for being here and this opportunity because I know anyone in your community is also my community.
Yes.
We're heart-centered, and I come from a heart-centered place. But yes, energy is huge. It's important for everything. So as a life and weight loss coach, prior to that, I was a nurse for 21 years and a personal trainer. So I come from that. It's all part of the pivoting that you talked about on Monday, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And so I help women who are successful in so many areas, yet they struggle. They still struggle with weight loss and stress eating and decreased energy, which is so important for us to be able to show up and do what we're meant to do in the world, whether that's at home, you know, with your children, or whether that's in the workplace or just out in the big wide world. So I do that by a little different way than the traditional dieting. I'm not into dieting. I'm into lifestyle and creating a life that you really love and that can feel light in your mind and body, not just your body. Anyone can lose weight, but it's teaching them sustainable strategies. So one way is, if we don't get to the root cause of why we're overeating, it will just continue to go back to that after that initial motivation, because I tend to go from inspiration more than motivation because it's lasting. It goes down deep into your values. And once I do that, also we reset their hunger hormones. So that's your ghrelin, leptin, and insulin. And that's where I use all the science-based part. I can take that part from my nursing and integrate it, because I want you to lose weight, anyone to lose weight, in a way that you can live your life that's sustainable. Doesn't need to take hours in the gym. I'm all for working out, but I've seen too many people in my personal training days who they were able to lose the weight, but as soon as life happened, as soon as there was stress at work, as soon as they got an injury, traveled, on vacation, that yo-yo effect that is so draining to us and frustrating. So we can eliminate that. You don't need to rely on willpower, because I have really amazing strategies and tools that you can just pick up and use. You never have to fall off that bandwagon.
So let's say, and I love how you approach this, but so let's say I come to you and I'm a new client and I'm like, listen, I want to lose 25 pounds. So can you just kind of walk through what that would look like? So if somebody's watching, did they see, what you would do, but how would it be different than being like, listen, stop eating, or whatever you say. But just, could you walk me through that?
Absolutely. Actually, I'm just finishing kind of a pre-program for my program that's launching.
Oh, cool.
And it's funny because they're like, this is different than anything I've ever tried. I've tried everything. this is so different. And it's because we really get to the mindset first. And if we can find that, that's the key to it to begin with. And we know what to do. I mean, you can Google anything, right? And get a plan. You can get anything for free. We can patch it all together. But I don't know about you, but that's one of the reasons why I'm with you guys, is because we cut that and we make it faster, and we can get there in a way that's still really sustainable and not a quick fix. So even though I help them get there quicker and faster. So what it looks like, there's a couple of ways. Some will work with me as a VIP one-on-one because they want to be laser focused always. And others, a lot of people will start with the 3-month program that I have. And in that course is curated so that I take you step by step by step by step. And it's so fun because they will just have a question in the weekly group coaching. And I'm like, that's next module. So there's 10 modules and there's 5 to 7 short videos in there with worksheets because it's important to integrate it as well. Like I said, it's step by step. So if I took you step by step, we'd be 3 months here.
I love that. There's so much information on the internet about weight loss.
Yes.
There's so much. I feel like it's almost like a fire hose of like everybody's opinion.
Yeah, because you could also get ChatGPT or AI to give you a diet plan or whatever, and based off of nothing.
But there's also a lot of myths out there. There's a lot of inaccurate science. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things that just aren't true. And like it's so important to be able to follow people that actually like are saying things that are reliable and true. What's one of the biggest myths that you hear all the time that upsets you about what people are saying about weight loss on the internet?
For one thing, thinking that your approach is the only approach. Like, I recognize there's so many approaches out there that will work. It's that not all of them are sustainable. Some of them are not healthy. As a nurse, I watch. I'm very selective on supplements because I know what that can also do to our organs. So that's very important. Cost-wise, we can add in a whole lot of cost where it doesn't have to be that way. It's simple. Basically my tagline is weight loss simplified, because everything out there is so confusing. It's contradictory, just like you said, contradictory. And let's cut out the noise. Let's stop like being in overwhelm. And being in overwhelm means scrolling and going, oh, well, this guy says this. Oh, this woman says this person says this. Instead, what I do is when I work, even in the group coaching, like people learn so much from watching other people on the hot seats. And I don't even like to call it hot seats, like the deeper dive. And they're like, I didn't even realize I had that problem. Oh, my brain does that as well. So that really is an excuse, and it doesn't have to be true. Because I talk about thought errors. We have thoughts that we have thought for so long, because a belief is just a thought you keep on thinking. And then we believe that to be true and we settle. And I'm not about settle. Like, don't settle, like, let's go. And I'm going to be 55. And so it's I kind of can bridge the gap between those who are, I'm kind of perimenopause. So I'm not there yet, but I'm also experiencing some symptoms. So I know what a hot flash is like, and I know what cravings are like. That's the other thing. I teach you tools on how to allow and process emotions, because rather than stuff them, because we eat our emotions without even realizing it. Whether it's a distracting thing, whether it's a comfort, whether it's mindless, we do it. So to be able to sit and allow the emotion and use the tools to know that it's not like the amygdala. So we'll stimulate our sympathetic nervous system and make us think we're going to die. So we've got to do something about it. And instead we can just like calm yourself, allow that emotion to be there. And when you give it attention, it's like a little toddler who's like, mommy, 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 mommy. And you finally give it the attention, it'll settle down. It'll be like, oh, I feel seen and heard. And then the toddler runs off.
I love that. Can you tell us one of your favorite client success stories? You don't have to use their name, but I love getting inspired by stories of other people. So maybe an experience that you had with one of your favorite clients where they got amazing results with you.
Sure. I mean, there's lots I could choose from, but I'll do two because they're two different, and I'll just be quick with it. So one, I'm on the East Coast, and she's on the West Coast, so there's 4-hour time difference. And she starts every Thursday morning with me at 7 a.m. She's been with me since November 2021. So we don't only do weight loss coaching, we do life coaching, because that's the, I'll say crap to be really easy on here, that we eat over, right? That's what drives us to do that, or what makes us check out in exhaustion. So if we can, so we've solved that. And for her, it's not even about she said, it's not so much about the weight I'm losing. Like, she's got a personal trainer out there. She's an avid gym. She's got all that. And yet she's carrying this stress, the increased cortisol, which of course goes around her belly, all of that. And she is carrying that. So for her to be able to feel lighter, her relationships have improved. Her business has improved. She's very successful. And she's like, I can't even imagine. It's like vitamin C. I'm Clarenda, so vitamin C. So she is fun, and she was already like, she follows same people I do. She is in that mindset. And so we are able to go really deep. And every time she's like, I cannot believe I always leave with these light bulb moments. So there's that. And then there is someone I graduated from high school with, and she found me. And when she saw a post that said, you don't have to exercise to lose weight, she messaged me and she goes, I always see you working out. Are you sure? And in high school, I thought she had like the perfect body. I've never had a skinny, slim body. I've always been strong. And you know, I could younger on the chubby side, and struggled back and forth between 10 to 15 pounds. Right. Just the exact same as when I left a week ago to go to see you.
Oh, really?
And yeah, that's with traveling and eating, but also really being mindful and using the tools that I have. Yeah. So it was great to be able to share that with the group this morning. And I thought, oh, I'll gain a pound, and that's no big deal. We don't obsess over the scale at all. It's not a cookie cutter approach that way. The scale is simply a thought revealer. It like reveals what you're thinking when you see that number, whether it be good or bad.
Good post.
Yeah. So back to my high school friend. So I hadn't realized, haven't seen her in forever. And when she messaged me, she said, I'm a candidate for a gastric bypass right now, and I'm desperate. I need help. And so, within that year time, she lost 70 pounds. No longer is a candidate. Now, again, she'll be watching this probably, so this is all said from love. Yeah. It's so easy to then go back to your old way of thinking, because we've had years of that programming. So the habitual part of our brain is going to pop up, and we're going to revert back to what seems more like the quicker fixes. Yeah. And with that, usually there is a rebound that happens. So now she's back like, okay, Clarenda, I need more, because she started to gain her weight back again, started to get the inflammation issues on her joints. Wow. And I think sometimes we have to do that to realize quick fixes aren't the way. And investing your time, money, and energy is so high of value, because otherwise we're watching life go on from the sidelines. We're a spectator, and that's not fun. And I don't think anyone should have to settle for that.
No, I mean, everyone needs to have a Clarenda in their pocket. Like, everyone needs some vitamin C. Clarenda, how do people, do you have a program coming up that people can join?
I do, September 23rd. And if anyone actually joins by tomorrow at midnight, they also get the bonus offer, which is a one-on-one private session where we can dive deep, laser focused on them. Now, that still happens in the group coaching. Like I said, it's not a cookie cutter approach. We customize the plan for each person. But so that is coming up. I always have the VIP option as well, where they can work one-on-one with me for 4 months and then decide if they want to continue or not. And you can find all that out. I mean, follow me on I'm not on TikTok yet, but otherwise I'm everywhere else. I'm on there, but only to watch my daughter.
I think you have good stuff for TikTok. I think this stuff about scales, about not exercising, like those things, I think they do really, really well.
Yeah, I just started on YouTube, so I am going to start doing on that too. But my podcast is Feel Light, Mind, and Body, so that's free. That's a great way for people to kind of get an idea of what I'm about and how my approach, and to see if they resonate with me in that area.
Well, thank Thank you so much. This was so good. Like I can see why you're really good. Like I'm like,
I love hearing her voice.
yeah, exactly.
It's very calming.
Yeah, very enthused. Like there's a lot of like belief behind it.
Exactly. I no doubt. That's why. I mean, I know people that work with Clarinda get results.
Yeah.
And it's because of who she is. And you're not meant to do this alone. Whether it's your weight loss journey, your business journey, your mindset journey. There's so many people that can help, but you have to be really careful about who you enlist to be that person. And so. Clarinda is an amazing member of our mastermind. She's a friend and just a beautiful soul. And we're so grateful and glad that we got to showcase her with you all here today. Clarinda, I'm so excited for everyone that's going to be joining your program coming up and everybody that works with you and everybody that finds you and consumes your content because you're doing good work. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I appreciate you all and everyone that's joined in.
Thanks, Clarinda.
You're welcome. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I hope you found that conversation helpful and maybe even refreshing. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all path in order to feel light in your mind and body. It's about finding what aligns with you. I help my clients design a healthy lifestyle that they can enjoy and be proud of. Sustainable weight loss doesn't have to feel or be complicated. So if anything in this episode resonated with you, I invite you to continue to watch some of the Feel Light, Mind, and Body videos, or if you're listening on audio, whatever works for you, and book a free consult. It's an opportunity for you to chat with me, no strings attached, and just see if this is what you are desiring right now for your health. The doors to the Feel Light, Mind, and Body 3-month online program are open, so it's not too late to join and finish the year strong. You deserve to feel strong, confident, and at peace in your body. Thanks for watching. I hope you've hit the subscribe button so I can talk to you next time. Make it a fantastic week.